Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Christopher Roberts. Joining me now, she's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. She is a psychoanalyst, a psychotherapist, and a sex therapist, all in one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Aviva Mayers to the program. Aviva, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you so much for having me on your show, Chris, and it's a pleasure to talk to you and all of your listeners.
Oh, well, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to join us. We appreciate it. Why don't you start us off? Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Okay. So I am a psychoanalyst, and I've been in practice for more than 25 years. In addition to that, in the last 8 years, I have been working on a book, which has just come out this past August, about alternative treatment of breast cancer, which I will also talk about a little bit later. But first, maybe I can tell you a bit about my psychoanalytic work.
Sure.
So in my private practice, I work with individuals and couples, and I deal with a lot of sexual problems. And I use the psychoanalytic approach when I can. So what does that mean? What that means is that I focus on the unconscious as well as the conscious issues that are going on in a person or between couples. So couples choose each other for conscious reasons, like because of their looks. They're attracted to each other physically. But then there's also unconscious stuff going on, and unconscious reasons that they get together. For example, to solve a problem from their family of origin and solve it with a better ending than it first presented itself with in their early life. But often these old struggles end up in conflict and arguments, never-ending arguments, and not a better ending, and that's when these couples come into therapy. So the work that I do involves understanding where these old patterns are being repeated. For example, maybe we would work on how someone can deal with their fears of being abandoned by their partner. And instead of withdrawing or ending the relationship, maybe they can resolve things this time in a different way. So the other kind of work that I do is around sexual functioning in individuals and couples, and this includes, for instance, things like erection difficulties, desire differences, difficulties reaching orgasm. Couples in therapy learn to support each other and lower their respective anxieties by communicating what they need to one another. Over and over again in my practice, people come in and I hear them talking about how they expect they should know what their partner needs and wants in bed. But, we're all different, and we all have different needs and wishes and desires and things that excite us. And people need to communicate their needs and educate their partner in bed as well as out of the bed. So, and in addition, I think people don't realize that as you get older, sex often gets better as couples age. A lot of couples that I see come to therapy following an affair. Sometimes the affairs have nothing to do with the other partner or to do with flaws in the other partner. Sometimes it's just one person searching for some part of themselves outside of the relationship. The work and the healing involves discussing together what the affair meant to each person and understanding their respective feelings.